and I don't want to waste time searching for it because it's pretty long. But they say you got to slow down and take your time and read the scriptures real slow and get all the understanding out of them. Nigga, you should have did the same thing. Because if y'all would actually did that right here and there, but which by the way, there are 4 people in this room right now. All right, and with these clowns on the screen. There's 2 you see on the screen right now. There's a cameraman and there's a guy sitting off to the left. All right, on a couch. So Wisdom of Solomon 2, which describes the mindset of an ungodly person, just went over every last head in that room. None of them got it. And they're about to read it again, and they still ain't gonna get it. Let's watch.
For our viewers, you know, we making a mockery of these Negroes because these Negroes are very influential within Israel, and they're wicked men. They're wicked men, and we as watchmen of our people are not to show any respect of person.
I don't even
right?
think Yakina
We're to
was
blast
stupid.
these Negroes
That
out
was
the
a
water.
stupid dude.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Let's get it one more time, bro.
Start at verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
For the ungodly said reasoning, with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Flat out. Let's get it.
Right,
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
So hereafter we gonna be as though we've never been, not reincarnated. Okay, come on. What else to say?
The ungodly said that there's no reincarnation. Man, that plane flew 2 feet above your head with all engines going, with everybody sticking a loudspeaker out the windows, screaming, and then made a U-turn and came right back over your head. And you niggas still didn't get it. God damn.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke.
The breath in your nostrils is that smoke, Negro. Come on, brother.
And a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Spirit shall vanish as the soft earth.
So that's pretty much it on that. You can go to the video. I'm probably gonna put the link up, whatever. Alright, I already sent it out. These clowns, especially this swagged up idiot and this just dusty old nigga sitting right here. Alright. These guys really just used Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, to disprove reincarnation. But that very scripture says, and I repeat, for the ungodly saith, reason within himself, but not aright. The ungodly. Do I have to say it again? Slow for you niggas. The ungodly. Oh, Lord. Alright, but you know, that's just to show you how stupid these guys are. Alright? Every time somebody comes up against the truth of the word, alright, and particularly they come up against the elders and try to dog out the elders, it always backfires. And this has got to be the most comedic backfiring of all time. Alright, we've seen them come and go. Alright, in the short time I've been in the truth, seen them come and go, and this has got to be the most funny case of them all. This is just, it's ridiculous. Alright? But anyway, like I mentioned earlier, the brothers just totally cut these guys trying to say that there's no such thing as reincarnation, so I'm not going to go over that again. But what I'm going to do is go into what they talk about in their video, The Breath of Life. Okay? Breaking down what the breath of life is. Because they repeat it over and over again, and they so-called show you the difference between soul and spirit and this and that and the other. But they never break it down. Alright? They didn't even do a half-ass job of it, okay? Like in Armageddon with Bruce Willis, when when NASA tried to steal the designs for his drill rig and then duplicate it, and he came and saw it, and he said, "You did a piss poor job of it." All right, that's what these guys did, a piss poor job of trying to break down what the breath of life is. All right, and really their whole damn video, along with all their videos, are off anyway. Okay, the first one I'm gonna start out with is reading the prologue of Sirach, alright, or Ecclesiasticus. Alright, if you got a 1611, it's the second half of the prologue. Alright, I haven't seen an Apocrypha, a red red book in a minute, so I can't remember what exactly it looks like in there. But let me get it. I'm gonna jump down to the point. It says here, the prologue of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. I'm gonna skip down to where it says wherefore. Alright? It says, wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and pardon us, and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them, and not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they're spoken in their own language. Okay, so it all goes back to Hebrew. Alright, but when we read the Bible now, you got the Old Testament, which is in the Hebrew, alright, and you got the New Testament, which is in the Greek, and the same rules apply. When you read this Bible, you got to get into, like the elders have always been teaching, get into looking up these words in their original language, okay? Which one scripture these clowns used to so-called describe the difference between soul and spirit is Revelation 6 and 9, which we're going to get here. And these guys, as studied as they say they are, they claim to be, they didn't even go into breaking down the scripture in the Greek, okay? Another thing they're saying, some of y'all Negroes out there scared to use the concordance, but here I am on this video using a Blue Letter Bible, which uses the same lexicon, alright, and the same dictionary definitions as the concordance for the Hebrew and the Greek. And the head brother in my camp always carries a concordance and often goes into it. I don't think I've ever seen a Saturday where he hasn't broke out their concordance. Alright? So you guys, you should have did the same thing. You should have took your own advice when you went into this scripture. Okay, but you probably don't even know there's a Blue Letter Bible, and if you do, you don't even know how to use it. Okay, so let's read this. It says, Revelation 6 and 9, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High and for the testimony which they held. Let me read it again. It says, when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High and for the testimony which they held. Now that's the key word. You know, I'll start highlighting the key words. The key word there is soul. Now you got to see what the definition of that word soul is. Okay, because they say in their videos you are made up of your soul and your spirit and the breath, alright? Which the soul is not the same thing as the spirit. When the spirit is within a body, that body is a soul, okay? Alright, and of course the scriptures are multifaceted, but when the spirit, that energy enters into flesh, alright, then there's a soul. Okay, and we're going to prove it with the scriptures. Alright, what you clowns, the scripture, oh man. I mean, I've been jumping up and down about this ever since yesterday. Alright, now let's go over the definition of the word soul. Alright, and it says there, psyche. I'll play it. Let me scroll down first. I'll play the audio.
Strong's G 5590.
Psyche, alright, or we generally say psyche, alright, modern day. Alright, read the definition. It says breath, the breath of life. It says the vital force which animates the body and shows itself in breathing. I'll repeat that one more time. The vital force which animates the body and shows itself in breathing. This is talking about the spirit. Okay? What proves that? Let's go to James 2 and I believe 26. And let's read. It says, for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. So if your body doesn't have spirit or that